Good morning, brothers and sisters, family from around the world, and especially here in North America. We thank you for joining us this morning. Let's begin by offering a greeting to our Heavenly Parents and true parents. 천주인 참부모님께 경배. 바로. I'd like to invite now Rev.Milhan Stevens to lead us in the family pledge.
가정맹세 1. 천혜의 주인, 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 본향 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조 이상인 지상 천국과 천상 천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다. 2. 천혜의 주인, 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 천주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 충신, 세계에서는 성인, 천주에서는 성자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 3. 천혜의 주인, 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 황족권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 4. 천혜의 주인, 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 창조 이상인 천주대 가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 5. 천혜의 주인, 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 천상세계와 대상적 지상세계의 통일을 향해 전진적 발전을 촉진화할 것을 맹세하나이다. 6. 천혜의 주인, 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님의 대신 가정으로서 천운을 움직이는 가정이 되어 하늘의 축복을 주변에 연결시키는 가정을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 7. 천혜의 주인, 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 본연의 혈통과 연결된 위하는 생활을 통하여 심정문화 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 8. 천혜의 주인, 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 천혜의 시대를 맞이하여 절대신앙, 절대사랑, 절대복종으로 신인의 일체 이상을 이루어 지상천국과 천상천국의 해방권과 석방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Thank you, Reverend Milhan, for always consistently reading Family Pledge for us. I'd like to now invite up Andrea Themen, if you could offer our opening prayer.
Morning, brothers and sisters. Please join me in prayer. Beloved Heavenly Parent, precious dear parent, thank you so much for this new day. We're gathered here for another morning devotion. We're so grateful for this opportunity that we have together now as a nation, as North America, and my brothers and sisters from all over the world to really receive your words, receive your love, deepen our hearts, our understanding of you, Heavenly Parent. We're teaching us about your sorrowful heart. And each and every day, we're able to connect more deeply with your heart. We know that that has been your heart history, Heavenly Parent, because the world and you of your ideal was not created from the beginning. And as you watch your sons and daughters go through this course, through life, to restoration, Heavenly Parent, I know the way that it hasn't been easy for human beings. I know it has been even more difficult for you. So we're so grateful for being in this time of history in which we have the guidance of our true parents. We have a true mother leading providence here on earth and true father from spirit world. And we're able to receive such precious guidance. And so we thank you for this new day, Heavenly Parent. We thank you for each and every brother and sister who's present here with us. And we thank you for this opportunity to really strengthen our ties with each other and with you. Now we pray that you can please allow us to open our hearts and minds to receive today's content, and that you can continue to inspire and to work through our dear Reverend Dr. Yong. So thank you so much, Heavenly Parent. I offer up this prayer in my name, in the names of all our brothers and sisters of the Blessed families gathered here too.
Aju, amen. Thank you, Andrea. And once again, good morning, everybody. It's good to see you all. I hope you are awake and alive and had some chance to reflect on your appreciations, what you're grateful for today. Let's share with one another in our breakouts for just 6 minutes, 3 to 5 points, just what you are appreciating this morning. And we'll see you right back here. I hope you had a fruitful sharing with one another. Everybody had a chance to share. I'd like to first invite up a Reverend Jean-Pierre from DC to share his appreciations. If he's here.
Yes, good morning, brothers and sisters. Thank you, Joshua, for this amazing opportunity meeting you this morning. Already sharing my appreciation. I will begin by saying I won't, anyway, appreciate any single thing without appreciating God first, the Creator, the Almighty One, the one who really live with us every single second, every single minute with us. Just imagine you wake up in the morning and you go through all the moment of the day. Just amazing, really, how he's supporting you from behind and taking you to sleep and waking up once again. God is doing a marvelous job. So I want really to be appreciative really to his great work as a parent. But also I want really to appreciate true parents who carry the word, they carry the cosmos, and they walk the path really working harder than heavenly parents. You just imagine, we have Hundoke at 5 o'clock in the morning before we joined the National Hundoke. And this morning, it was about the torturing two parents went through in Japan and even in Korea, North Korea, the torture and the pain. But true parents really kept kind of the spirit of loyalty, just really to keep the word to our heavenly parents, the promise that they made to heavenly parents, but also the promise to make to the world, to liberate the world. So we're learning from them. We learn from True Mother. True Mother is showing the model that really we need to follow. I want really to be appreciative. Even if I feel down, when I look at True Mother, I look at what True Parents have done, I can't give up, but just continually moving forward. But also I want to appreciate Dr. Yong. Dr. Yong is a great man. I feel that God is working behind him. True Father is working behind the scene through him, really to bring this nation to another level. So my appreciation is just really overwhelming for everything that I receive every single morning. So I thank you so much. I thank for the whole team that already is working diligently to keep the America in a way in the right track. Thank you so much, Joshua, for this wonderful.
Thank you, Pierre, Jean-Pierre. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Jean-Pierre.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you as well. We'll have one more sharing. I heard Kimie Stana. Would you be willing to share? If you can unmute.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm so grateful to morning devotion, Dr. Young. My time is at 5 a.m., so I have to wake up 4:30 to prepare. I really arrived actually through this morning devotion. I'm so grateful to I'm so grateful to Dr. Young. I realized that this year I become 40 years the church life. Wow. So when I had the experience with the God to where are you? You know, if we are. Yeah. How many people really understand you are exist? And he just crying, 2 hours wow. Crying. Wow. And then yesterday, 2 days ago, Dr. Young showed me 2 times a video, the North and South Korea unity. And then I really realized God's crying for me, the moment, because I return to God. I really realized this now, the 40 years later, he really crying for me. So I have to really change myself to more internal holistic is more important. I was workaholic. I just walking externally, like running, you know. But I realized most important thing is my heart, my shinjong. It's really connecting to God's heart, longing heart.
You
Thank
got
you,
it.
Dr.
You
Yang.
got it. You got it.
Dr. Yang, you really wake me up. Also, I really reborn again to this through this morning devotion. I'm so grateful to. I really feel the hope. Everything. I can really change myself, especially this year. Thank you, Mother.
Yeah,
Thank you, Dr. Yang.
we have to be 심정홀릭. 심정홀릭.
Incheon Holy Community.
Yeah. Not just only workaholic. We have to be 심정홀릭.
Yes, thank you.
Aju. Thank you, Kimie. Coming all the way from Texas, waking up so early. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, now that our hearts are full and we're prepared to receive the incredible word this morning from Dr. Yong, help me with welcoming up our national leader, Dr. Yong, this morning.
안녕하세요. Just now, Joe was a national leader.
Sorry, Continental Director.
So now Kimi also national leader. Anyway, my brothers and sisters, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Ohayo gozaimasu. Ni hao ma. Bonjour. Buenos dias. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Sawadikap. Namaste. Wow, I really miss all of you. My time is closer to go to the America. Today, I visited the Busan Bomnekol Holy Ground, and then I offer the Cheongsong devotion for the North America Providence and also our True Mother's Health. So came down to Busan from Seoul all the way from early morning. Really long time I did not come to the Busan, but of course nearby Paju and nearby Seoul area, I visit there very often, but come to the Busan, not easy, but this time I have strong determination to come to Busan. I want to really inherit our true parents, really, his spirit. His ministry began from Busan Bomnekol. It is a really incredible place. Last time, many American clergies came to the Busan and visited, the Rock of Tears, and then many kinds of spiritual phenomena appear at that time. Today, I'm really grateful to Heavenly Parents to have this opportunity to come to Busan. I'd like to show you some photo. Here, I think background now, new background. Here is the Rock of Heart. Someone say now change the name, the Rock of Heart, a very beautiful place. Yeah, you can see this one. And then later on, I climb up to the Rock of Tears. I really sincerely pray for our true mother's, health. And sincerely also I pray for our North America providence, how North America can help the Father's land, Korean Providence, heavenly unified Korea. It is a really beautiful and incredible experience. And then I really pray for, our American brothers and sisters someday need to come here. We need to really inherit our true parents' beautiful, his legacy. How much our true parents, true father, laid a strong foundation from Busan, Bomneko. It is really incredible and beautiful holy ground. And then this here, the Korean, writing here, 본성지. 본성지 means original holy ground. And then wrote here like that. This is the place where Dr. Rev.Chung Sun Myung Moon prayed with tears for the sake of the human salvation, world peace, and the reunification of North and South Korea. It is a place where he brought stones from 40 countries around the world, buried them, and blessed as an original holy ground. Father's ministry began from here, from the rock of his tears. He shed a lot of tears here. Before that, Father really prepared his heart and laid a foundation to start his ministry. Jesus' ministry started from the, 30 years on when Jesus became 30 years. And his ministry, he began from 30 years. And Father's ministry started from this Busan Bomneko, which is original holy ground. It is a really incredible place. Today I have really heart-touching experience. Some boat came and then singing and then welcome us. I feel like our true father is there, true mother is there. I had such a beautiful experience today. Yesterday, I talked about what is the situation when God would want to comfort us. What is the situation when God would want to comfort us? Father said, I need to work harder than God. I need to suffer more than God. Wow. When you have that kind of the determination and the attitude, God bless you. God comfort you. This kind of the behavior, attitude is attitude and behavior of the filial son. That's why we need to inherit from our true parents that kind of the attitude. I need to work harder than heavenly parents. I need to work harder than true father, harder than true mother. I need to work harder than Noah and Abraham, any central figures. Please, Heavenly Father, if there is the way to pay indemnity, please give me, I will pay your indemnity. This kind of the heart and that kind of the attitude, when you have that kind of the attitude as a filial sons and daughters, God really comfort you. Yesterday, I'm talking about like that. Today, I'd like to talk about stagnation and retreat. Also, one of the important our true Father's guidance. I'd like to invite the Heavenly Honey to read the Father's word.
Stagnation and retreat. If you extend the scope of the stages of indemnity in this way, the field toward which you can advance will be extended in every direction. Thus, you can continuously develop. However, in terms of relating with God's will, if your purpose diminishes today to less than yesterday and tomorrow to less than today, if it becomes less and less in this way, it means that you are retreating beyond the point of stagnation. You should know this.
Yes, thank you, Heavenly Honey. Father talking about the stagnation and retreat. Okay. Am I stagnating? Please reflect on yourself. Am I stagnating? Am I retreating? Or am I increasing and multiplying? Think about it. Very important question. You know, Father said, stagnating and retreating is death. You need to really reflect on yourself, reflect on myself. Am I really increasing or not? Am I really multiplying or not? Or I am stagnating or retreating? Very, very important question. Running water never, rusts. Living creature must grow and reproduce all the time. Therefore, my heart always must be alive. The attribute of the living creature always grows, multiplies, and maintains each existence. You are really alive. If you are really have a life, then always growing, always multiplying, always maintain yourself. That is the nature of life. Very important point. The attribute of the living creature always day by day growing. If some plant is stopped on the way, stagnating, no more increasing, then what does it mean? Then it surely die. Right? That's why your spirit is alive. Your heart is alive. Then your spiritual life always grow up day by day. Not just only growing up, and then always multiply and developing. And then you can maintain all the time. That's why you need to ask yourself, ask also my own. I joined our unification movement already more than 46 years old, 46 years. Then since I joined, how much do I increase? How much am I growing up? Or worse than before? Really retreating or stagnant? This is very important of the Father's guidance. In order not to stagnate and not to retreat, you must live a life of victory every moment. That's why I really, for me, just my case, I am telling you, my own case. For me, morning devotion is the most important to me. If I wake up earlier than sun all the time, wake up earlier than sun, wake up 3 o'clock sometimes, 3:30 sometimes, 2:30, become my habit, and then kneel down, and then pray. And then spiritually, I can feel God's existence. Again, I have confirmation, the relationship between Heavenly Parents and me. And then before the joining morning devotion, already I feel I already met God. And then I have strong confidence. If I win early morning, whole day can be protected by God because I win early morning. If we win early morning and wake up earlier than sun will bow down. And then sun said, wow, you woke up earlier than me. You have qualification to become my owner. You are my true owner. That's why Father saying all the time, when you win over morning, early morning, Father saying that, I am telling you guarantee. You win whole day. If you win whole day, you win whole week. If you win whole week, you win whole month. If you win whole month, you can win whole year. If you win 1 year, you can win second year, third year, your entire life. That's why morning is a very important morning. How can I win morning? How can I devote my life from the morning? The most important time, the first moment of the every morning, I offer my heart. I devote my heart, and begins from Heavenly Parents. That's why if you win morning, early morning, that already beginning to control your body. As long as you control your body, if you win over your body, your physical desires, you never be stagnant. You never retreat. That's the key. How can win over my physical desires? Not easy to wake up early morning. 1 time, 2 time, okay. How can you keep going every morning? My secret of my life of faith, morning devotion. If I do well morning devotion, I have like overconfidence. I really have great confidence God can guide me. And then become very strong, absolute faith. Because I met God. And God came to me, God talked to me, God gave me inspiration what to do. Incredible experience. Wake up early morning means what? I put God as the top priority more than anything else, then surely you win whole day. You surely win your physical desires. And then your mind and your spirit become subject, your body become object. That's why Father asking, am I stagnating? Am I retreating? How to overcome? You need to win over your physical body. You need to win. If you win over your physical body, I am telling you, wherever you go, your life always increasing, always multiplying. As long as you win over your physical body, 365 days, you can feel God's existence. But if you are defeated by your body, I am telling you, your body and mind struggling and struggling and struggling and struggling and struggling. No appreciation, a lot of stress, easily angry. And then your life will start to have the complaint. Can you imagine about that? You must always win now and here in the place where you are in. Leave your winning results wherever you go. Okay, when you win over the morning, that is a beginning point. And also, you need to win centering on now and here. You are at home, then your home is a front line. If you go to the working place, your front line. Where are you? Now and here is your front line. Nothing just a GPA and go to the fundraising and witnessing and then go to India or Nepal somewhere, there's a front line. This is nonsense. Wherever you are, that place is your front line. Therefore, you need to win. You must always win now and here in the place where you are in. Someone say, oh, I work very hard, when I front line and come back home, I do not do anything. My brothers and sisters, that's why every single moment very important. If you are relaxed and the space out, Satan immediately invade you. Wow, in the public place, so many people, and then you want to keep your dignity and giving good sermon and nice lecture and inspire people, but you come back home, you are alone. You commit sin or not? I'm talking about spiritually. Spiritually very pure or not? In front of the public situation, everybody become humble and then, pretend I am good guy. But God wants to see your private life. Your private life should be holy. Anyone come? Wow, admire. He is the same guy when he's a private situation, public situation, always the same. In the front line and with the GPA activity and come back home, always the same. There is a dignity. Doesn't matter. Able check for me. Someone searching for me or check everything, all the details. Does not matter. God is everywhere. That's why this kind of the lifestyle very important. Heavenly Father always watching me. 24 hours every moment. That's why how can we win over? Where? Not just only witnessing place, not just only working place. Where you should win. Now, at present situation and here, now and here, you need to win. When you are relaxed, Satan immediately, invade you. You need to think about that. Today should be better than yesterday. The day after tomorrow should be better than tomorrow. This year should be better than last year, and next year should be better than this year. That's why your life should be winning life. Today is better than yesterday. This year better than last year. 10 years later, much, much better than now. That means you are no more stagnating, no more retreating, always increasing. That's why, how can win my daily life? You need to win over your daily life. Very important. Stagnation and retreat, why so many people, complain, no satisfaction, and blaming. Why like that? Why you are struggling like that? Where is the key? You do not win over your physical body. You did not invite God in your daily life. This is the issue. That's why, as much as I control my body, definitely that much I can feel God. Definitely. If I control 70%, I can feel God 70%. I only control 30%, only you can feel little bit about God. That's why in order to feel God, you need to win over, you need to control your physical body. Then no stagnation, no retreatment. Always increasing, always multiplying, always maintain, no matter what. Am I alive? How do you know if you are dead? You can tell by looking at whether you are multiplying or not. You can tell by checking if you have an interest and attachment to witnessing. When you are struggling, sometimes really no idea, cannot see future. I want to divorce my wife, my husband. I want to give up my children. What is the purpose of my life? At least I did my best for the sake of the God's will. What happened to my family? What happened to my individual situation? What's going on here? Of course, each person have the different destiny. Someone is more heavier. Someone need to have a more, difficult indemnity cost. But one thing I am telling you, God never ever give impossible task. If God give us impossible task, then ask us to overcome, then God is not parent. God does not exist. God never ever give us impossible goal. We can do it. That's why you need to believe in that. God gave me this responsibility. Then when I compare with some people, my job, my indemnity more heavier than any other one. When you compare like that. But do not think that way. God never giving you impossible goal. God giving you impossible goal, then it is impossible to restore any human being. Then human portion of this responsibility does not exist. Surely surely you can overcome it. Surely, if you feel more heavier than any other one's indemnity, then you will receive more great blessing after overcoming. Yeah? Then what's the secret to run away from? What's the secret to overcome that kind of the stagnation and the retreat that comes the really uneasy situation? I'd like to suggest to you, focus on salvation. When we focus on salvation, when we focus on how to save people, that is the best way to feel God's heart. This is my experience. And externally like that, internally, the more you feel difficult, that is the sign you need to give. Sometimes when I feel very difficult, then I always give something. Even borrow money, I give. And then really, when I give it, then I can feel incredible joy and happiness. When I stimulate someone's heart, and automatically I can feel like a spiritual vibration come from that guy and then touch and hit my heart. That's why through the giving and through the saving people's life, that is the best way to overcome stagnation and retreat. Those who are not interested in witnessing have no longing for object partners and no longing for heaven. They are always exhausted and have a lot of dissatisfactions and complaints. My dear brothers and sisters, those who are always increasing and developing, multiply, do you know what is the common point? This kind of person always have longing heart. I cannot survive by alone. Even through Father. When Father is alone, He looking for His disciples all the time. He cannot stay by alone. Our original mind always looking for object partner to give and take. That's why those who are increasing, multiplying, what's the common point is? Always longing for something. If you have longing heart, then I am telling you, automatically you multiply. Not just about thinking about the witness, I want to restore that person. Not think that way. I want to have really good brothers and sisters relationship. I want to make hottest relationship with any guy, even new people, anyone. That's why key is longing heart. As long as you have the longing heart, I am telling you, guarantee. When you witness, surely you have spiritual children. Heart is longing heart. When we truly miss God, automatically we can remove our fallen nature. Because I love Him so much. I love true parents so much. Then how can Satan invade me? Cannot. In order to always be alive, to not forget God's sorrowful heart. This is a very, very important point. You need to know the Heavenly Parent's current identification. He is a happy God or a sorrowful God. As long as you do not forget God's sorrowful heart, and then when your heart is stimulating. When I was young and spiritually, I committed this and that, all kinds of. But when I become 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, my own experience. When I came to understand God's sorrowful heart, if I do like that, how much God feels so sad that I can't do. I cannot repeat same as Adam's problem. I cannot repeat same as Eve's problem. If I make this same problem, how much Heavenly Father will cry? How much our true Father will cry? That's why as long as I do not forget God's sorrowful heart, God's wishes, true parents' wishes, if we do not reach that level of the heart, any time become horizontal. Anytime give and take with Satan. Anytime can fall, anytime make problem, anytime commit sin. That's why what I realize, I learn from Father. When we reach the level of heart, really understand God's heart. He is my father and mother. What is the heart? Who I am. If I know I am child of God, no more commit sin. What I feel. Of course, for me, still very fast than that. Truly confess to you. But I can feel that. So, to always be alive, you go out to the front line and witness. I think for me, whenever I have time, I really want to witness. Want to save people. Not just only about concept of witnessing. I forget about the concept of witnessing. Anyone see? I want to have the artistic and friendship. I want to have the friend relationship. Want to be close. That's why in elevator somewhere, I'd like to talk to that person, this and that, and my wife. Wow, my husband talk to anyone. Actually, witnessing saves me. Witnessing also recovers my longing heart when we focus on salvation and witnessing. Actually, this is one of the greatest stimulation. You're never tired. Of course, in the beginning, not easy to witness. But once you know the taste of the witnessing, taste of the salvation, you're never tired. Therefore, Heavenly Tribal Messiah is not what I do for God. In fact, I do it for my soul and heart. Okay, Heavenly Honey, why don't you read?
Spiritual principles don't allow any concept of ownership. Evil elements are so deeply embedded in fallen people that they have flowed down from your ancestors and have even permeated your body. If you feel joy by doing what your body wants, do you think that it is what God wants? No, it is not. You need to deny such a feeling. You need to deny what you see with your eyes, what you listen to, what you eat, even sleep. The path of practicing spiritual principles is such a path. It doesn't recognize anything. It doesn't allow the concept of ownership at all. You even need to deny the concept that you are someone's son or daughter. How can there be such a principle? Nonetheless, you need to deny such a concept because even your own parents are not true parents whom God can recognize. The same is true for your spouse and your children.
Thank you, Heavenly Honey. Spiritual principle don't allow any concept of the ownership. Fallen humans always assert themselves and claim their possessions. Since my children, all things, and my parents are all from Satan, they must be denied. That's why in the beginning, our movement have all kinds of misunderstanding. Treat my father and mother Satan. Go back home, Satan. Actually, many people misunderstanding about it. Even Jesus also said, you need to deny yourself. You need to love me more than your father and mother. Even Jesus saying about. What does it mean? You need to deny yourself. You originally came from satanic blood lineage, your father and mother, your brothers and sisters, everybody. That's why you need to deny yourself. Okay? You came from satanic blood lineage. That's why you need to deny. And you need to find something. You need to recognize who is Heavenly Parent. Originally, Heavenly Father is my parents. Father and mother, they are my real and true parents. First of all, need to deny. I deny myself. I am not me. I am not me. I'm supposed to go back to God. I'm supposed to be a God's blood lineage. Need to deny. But Satan's blood lineage always invaded confirmation. Chapter 2 thinking, spiritually many things, wrong thinking, physical thinking, all kind of the desire. Satan every second, every moment got a confirmation. You are my blood lineage. That's why I need to deny. I am not me. I am not myself. That's why, first of all, our life of faith begins from self-denial. After completely deny, and then you realize that, wow, Heavenly Parents is my parents. True parents are my real heavenly blood lineage. You understand about that. And then later on, you witness your physical father and mother, they inherit God's blood lineage. Even your own children receive God's about own blood lineage, even your brothers and sisters. But need to begin from self-denial. Faith is self-denial. I am not me. I am God's belonging. Neither my nose, my mouth, nor my ears are mine. Very important point about this one. That's why faith is self-denial. And then faith means treat myself as God's belonging. That's the faith. Satan always my child, my partner, my parents, my brothers and sisters, my wealth, my honor, my, everything. Mine. You cannot go to God unless you deny all of these. Therefore, you must love true parents more than anyone else. Why we have to love true parents? Because, we need to recognize that who true parents are. They are the one who have heavenly blood lineage. If just horizontally, humanistically love my own parents, does not make any sense, centering on God's point of view. Centering on God's point of view, you are carry on satanic blood lineage. You need to really get out from there, need to deny from there. Come back to God's blood lineage. That's why Jesus said, true father said, true mother said, you need to love me more than anything else. Very important point. My body is not Satan's either. My soul is also not Satan's. Even my heart is not Satan's. And then, after you receive the heavenly blood lineage, when you look at your physical father and mother, really treat them as a heavenly parents, heavenly God. And then you deny, my children is not mine. You need to deny to your children, they are God's children. That's why fathers or Reverend Yohani say, you need to using the respectful word to your children. Do not using bad language. Do not using normal language. You need to have the most respectful language. Of course, English is the same. Senior or younger, always the same. Korean is different. Normally, senior people to younger people do not using the respectful language. But Reverend Yohani said, Dad, you don't do that. You need to really respect your children. Why? Your children, not your children. Your children, God's children. When you treat your children as your own children, that's the fallen nature. God temporarily give you for you to raise up your children. Not your child, that is God's child. Why you treat your child as your own child? Just come from your stomach. However, I just, my children, borrow your body and come out from your stomach. That's why we need to treat my spouse as God. We need to treat my husband and not as a physical spouse. Treat as God. Treat my children, my second generation. Do not treat as my own child. Treat as God's child. That's why Father say, self-denial. Satan, always mine. My possession, my wife, my children. This is mine. Heaven comes as much as I deny myself. Since I put myself first, I cannot experience heaven. I cannot feel the heart of the heaven. Therefore, as much as I deny, you can feel God. As much as you deny your own self, automatically you have longing heart for heavenly parents, longing heart automatically to the Father, to the Mother. If you really deny, and your original mind always searching for original parents, who are original parents, automatically connect. No need to explain anymore. Why don't have a longing heart for true Father, true Mother? Why don't have the longing heart for heavenly parents? Because you are satanic children. I am satanic child. But as long as I get rid of the Satan nature, fallen nature, automatically I have a longing heart to see true Mother, true Father, and then heavenly parents. I don't have a longing heart means very far distance of the relationship of the heart. Right? As much as I deny myself, get rid of the fallen nature, automatically, have a longing heart. Therefore, spiritual principle do not allow any concept of the ownership. Wow, today I came to Busan. I have a longing heart for Father, how he started his ministry. I miss him. And then when I was in Chongpyeong, and I can feel, Mother is over there, very near. But when I came to Busan, I already feel like distance about the how we came here around 3 hours or 4 hours, and miss Mother more than before. My brothers and sisters, when we deny ourselves, our heart automatically have a longing heart for God and true parents. Do you miss Father? Do you miss Mother? Today, I'd like to introduce one beautiful song, and then we can hear, and then we have more longing heart for true Mother, how true Mother respect and love our true Father. I prepare one song for you. So please, OG, and then show that singing. Do you like this song? Yeah, when I hear this song, I really miss our father and miss our mother so much. I think you are more longing heart than me, I think, because you are in America, my dear brothers and sisters. I think through the morning devotion, we are really cultivating our heart and longing heart more closer to God, not conceptual God. We are really feel our father and mother. They are not just only Messiah or the begotten son and begotten daughter. They are my own father, own mother, own mom, own daddy. Hmm? We need to feel like that, kind of the inseparable and artistic and parent and child relationship. I think that is everything I am telling you. Anyway, another second morning devotion. I want to stop here. Thank you very much. 감사합니다.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Yong. Always so beautiful. Let's share with one another in our breakout rooms for 6 minutes, and we'll meet right back here. I hope you had a good chance to share with one another and were inspired by one another's reflections. I would like to invite up one of the brothers in my breakout room today, Akifumi Takami.
Wow, thank you. Yeah, so for me, had a lot of inspiration. Actually, I'm really grateful to Dr. Yong for what he's brought up. Just what really stood out to me was winning, having this kind of life of victory, being victors in the moments, and I feel like when we win over our physical body, over like what Dr. Young said about winning in the early morning and winning over the sun, right? We can really feel actually a lot more confidence in our own lives and really experience God. And so I feel like for me, it just applies to me so much today, being on GPA at home and having to constantly, go through the daily life, right?
You are Takami's son?
Yeah.
Boss guy?
Yeah.
You're different.
No,
you are not. Yeah, right. Yeah.
The other guy's adopted.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Share, continue. Okay.
So basically, I feel like I want to continue, right? Denying myself, waking up early for morning devotion. Just really focus on trying to deny myself and realize that I am God's belonging. And
okay. Thank you so much.
Thank
Your
you.
friend. Okay, your friend then. Okay, thank you, Takami.
Yeah. For myself, I would say something that really stood out to me really was when Dr. Young said that our life of faith begins with complete denial. And I never liked hearing this word denial before, to be honest. It's just like, I have to constantly deny myself, deny. But when Dr. Young really said that when we really see ourselves as God's belonging, and we should treat others as God's belonging too. So when I treat my brothers and sisters, I should really see them as, this is God's son, this is God's daughter.
You got a point.
So I really like that point, and how every moment is our front line, and to win over God, we need to really, win over our physical bodies. So thank you so much, Dr. Young.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Takami, how old are you?
20.
How about your next one?
Yeah, 20.
20. Wow, both guys very handsome, ne?
Aju.
Yeah, need to find a spouse. Okay, thank you very much for your sharing. Beautiful, thank you.
Thank you, Aki and Seimun Takami. God bless you guys. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Dr. Yong, for the devotion this morning. We now have our musical offering. I'd like to invite a Mr. John Kirkley to share his offering today.
Okay, I'm John Kirkley in Bridgeport, Connecticut. When you hear the words John Kirkley and song, I'm sure my MFT captain, Christoph Wilkening, who's watching, is shaking with fear. I have to give a disclaimer before I begin. My wife is with the New Hope Singers, and she gave me her professional opinion that I could always sing as loud as I want, as often as I want, as long as I was alone in the shower or on the road driving by myself. The song I'm going to sing is a cowboy ode. It's an American song. It's a Western song. Our beloved Rev.Chung is in Korea, far away, but this song will bring him back to the American West a couple hundred years.
Thank you.
Now, the reason I sing this song is not just cowboy nostalgia, but I want to say by way of introduction that the white swan, the swan in America is the most beautiful bird. We have a story about the ugly duckling turning into a swan.
Yeah.
So the swan is for America what the crane is for Korea.
Oh, I see.
When you hear this song, you realize that it's a prophecy, it's a premonition of the coming of God's only begotten daughter.
Yeah.
Now, if I can't sing, I'll recite, but God gave me this voice, so I'm going to sing for God, and he's got to deal with it. Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
Wow.
Often at night, when the heavens are bright with the light from the glittering stars, have I stood here amazed and asked as I gazed if their glory is greater than ours. Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
Wow.
Give me a land where the bright diamond sand flows leisurely down the stream, where the graceful white swan goes gliding along like a maid in a heavenly dream. Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Kamsamida.
Woo!
Whoa, bravo!
Aju.
Thank you.
We are in America. Aju. Thank you, Mr. Kirkley. I'd like to invite one other Takami to close us in a prayer to end this morning devotion. Nori Takami, could you offer a prayer?
Thank you. Please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Parents and true parents, we're so grateful you've given us this time for us to meet together and listen to our great leader, Dr. Yong, who's in Korea supporting True Mother. And I'm so grateful that we were able to hear words from you, Heavenly Parent, that we should always be moving and always be grateful that we're part of this movement and that we really want to expand and really want to bring people to understand your heart more, God, and that we should always be like a waterfall, always moving and always not being stagnant. So I pray that we can all take this into our hearts and really open our hearts to each other and really see each other as God's children and seeing ourselves as God's children. So, thank you so much. I'd like to report this prayer, and in all our names in my name, Lord, for me to come, child, the cause of harm, to come and bless such a family, Aju.
Jew.
Takami, thank you.
Thank you, Takami family.
Many Takami.
Yes. All right. That brings us to the close of today's morning devotion. We love you all. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Yong, for leading us. And we long to see you soon back here in America. And for everybody, we'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.
Joshua.
Everybody.
Great job.